Here we go and welcome to the Idea of Technology. My name is Michael and today it's all about something I've waited pretty long, around about 5 months or so, since September 2018. Now it's the end of January 2019 and it's finally there. It arrived yesterday with FedEx and I'm pretty excited what's inside here because as you probably know, or as you know, Edelkrone or Edelkrone is a pretty famous brand when it comes to motion in your videos or doing some pretty exciting time lapses like with dollies, sliders, some things just moving over the surface, whatever. So they're pretty good in doing premium products for premium video producers out there. But I was looking for their products and I must be honest, they're pretty expensive. And I was looking for a cheaper or more budget alternative and I found something called MUWI on Indiegogo. I backed the complete package, you could say. It's like the MUWI itself and the track S, so it's also some sort of slide or dolly track where this whole thing can move on. And I got this all for $260 on Indiegogo. They finally shipped it after the 5 months they just were in production. So now we just take a look what's inside the box and what it's capable of, build quality, and you will also get a detailed review in the next weeks. Okay, so let us first start with the MUWI itself. I haven't looked into the package before, I must be honest, but we'll start with the MUWI package and later with the track S, so we just can see how all this fits together. Okay, so we got here is like our carrying case. I think they're also both the same size. So this is just pretty nice. And inside the MUWI you will find more foam. I think the whole package is just too high, but they could this way smaller and flatter, but I will just put this away. This is not that important, but yeah, this way. So this is probably the way you will look into it, and I hope you can see it. Yeah, just perfect. So this is what it will look like. So you will get the some toilet paper, which I will just show you later. The swivel clip, the MUWI itself, the Flow X extension to the MUWI, so you have the motorized version of the MUWI, some cables and a remote control, a cheapo remote control, but it's okay for the price point. So we just take a look into it. We start with the toilet paper. Yeah, some high frequency modus vibrations, so there's a chance that your optical image stabilization of your smartphone is not capable to work really well with MUWI because of the slight vibrations of the motor, of the motorized Flow X adaptation, but you will need to find out for yourself, and they're just saying, okay, if you have the problem, you can just attach some sort of small magnet to your mobile phone, so you can get rid of the optical image stabilization, and you will just also get rid of this warp or vibrating sense of motion in the video. Okay, that's it, and also get some explanation how to get everything ready. So you got the MUWI explanation, so you just see it's some sort of little track or little surface car that you just can put on every flat surface. Just mount your smartphone, mobile phone, or just even your DSLR with a swivel clip on it, and then you can just make super smooth linear or curved motions, which is just pretty cool. Okay, the swivel clip also explained the Flow X package and also the settings on the remote control and how you can set up the track. But I all know this already, so we just can get right into what's inside the package. Okay, this is the MUWI, Flow X, swivel clip, cables and remote control. And that's it. That's everything in the package. So this is just the plastic from the remote control. Okay, perfect. So I think you will just go with this, and this is probably pretty portable compared to other dollies or just sliders out there. It's a really good alternative. And if you take a deeper look onto the movie itself, so it's just compared to my face, it's just pretty small. So if you just want to have this on the go, you just can put it in your pocket, and you have a really tiny and small solution to get some pretty interesting images for your footage. Okay, the movie itself is just complete plastic, so nothing special. The movie on the back of it, and you just can put out your something like this. This will be your clip for your smartphone. I think this is just really small, and I have also just two more things that are pretty annoying in my opinion. The first thing is that it's pretty loose, so you will just need to look how stiff this will fit together. I think that's not the best way to do this, but I don't know. You can pop out the little tires like this. The wheels are now flipped out, and that's it. So you're now completely adjusted, that's flat, and you can use it just manually like this and just move it around. What I dislike with my first impression, so this is just my really first 10 to 15 minutes with the movie, but there are also just some things I want to point out, but I will just make a complete review about it in a few weeks. So just if you want to watch the review, just keep on watching, it's fine. The first thing is I got a typical iPhone 8 with the original Apple case, but as you can see already, like this, the clip is just super small. I mean, it's just ridiculous small, but you just can pop it out like this. Do you hear this? This is the most annoying mechanism for popping your smartphone into a clip. But also, if you just pop it out like this, you will always, there's no grip or something like this, and you always just get your skin between these two plastic pieces, which is just pretty annoying and bad. So you just pop it in like this. Pretty difficult, to be honest. So you have it like this, and that's it. So now you just can move it around. But what I also dislike is number 3 of the movie itself, that I don't know before. So just be honest, I was looking really long for this product, but there's also another thing that's pretty annoying. And if you just unflip it like I did here, you just can pop out the wheels like this. You have up to 20 degrees angle, or just flat, so you just can go straight or like in this curve. But as you can see, the camera is facing into this direction, and you probably need to adjust it like this. So you will always have to flip this around. I think it would be way easier to just switch this around. As you can see, this is not symmetrical, so you have a thicker and a thinner side. You always have to flip around your smartphone, and you just can move it like this to get some pretty interesting shots. You can even adjust it. So that's probably the way to work. But just keep in mind, this is just really loose. If you just go too far on this side, you will get, a pretty bad time. But I don't know. I think this should be, something like this. Should be the normal way to use it, and even like this. But anyway, angle like here, you will have a bad time, because it will now just flip over, and that's not that good, to be honest. I need to adjust the brightness of the light, sorry. It's just too bright for me. Better. The sun is going down. It's pretty nice. It's now 5:30 in Germany. It's freaking cold outside. It's just a pain in the ass to sit here in a t-shirt, but the days are getting longer, which is just pretty nice. So the summer is coming. So that's probably everything at the moment you can say about the movie itself. As you can see, it's so painful if you just just have your skin in between these plastic things. So as you can see, you cannot flip it here, but you need to rotate it and put this together. Also just put the wheels together, and now you have it like this. I think that's pretty compact, and I like the way the wheels just flip out, and you have the ability to just to adjust the angle like this. So this is probably the most natural way to do this, in my opinion. So now we have the movie. You were just probably wondering about, yeah, you can use this absolutely as a little and easy competitor to Edelkrone. But Edelkrone, you will probably not just throw your smartphone onto a slider, or the Surface One is probably the best competitor to the MUWI at the moment. If you just look like this, I will also show you the Surface One here, or just put a link down in the video description if you want. But this is probably double or just 3 times the price of the MUWI. So I think it's just pretty good idea to take a look at this. Anyway, so we just now have this little car here, and we have these 2 more things, and I also unpacked the remote control. So the remote control is just pretty basic, but looks, from the layout, it looks pretty good. Switching directions, pause, 2 separate gears. The first is for slow, the second is faster, and just accelerate and brake. And also down here you got the opportunity to use some camera time-lapse together with this remote control, or this control cable for your camera, micro USB to this little headphone jack type of thing here. Okay, so what we got here? The MUWI, this is the Flow X. It's just, yeah, it's also plastic. It's compared to the MUWI a little bit heavier, but this needs to be heavy because you need a lot of pressure to have a better friction with the ground, because this asymmetrical wheel here is the only connection that keeps this Flow X moving. So this is just pretty important. You have the micro USB for charging, or just for the remote control, and just on and off. So this whole thing just got one button here, and you can attach it like this, and then you will have something like an ant or something like this. Yeah, great. Now you have 5 wheels for the MUWI and 1 on the Flow X. I will not use it here, or just move it by hand on the surface, because it's somewhere written here that you just don't do this, because the gears will probably get damaged, and this is not a good idea at all. So I will not do this now. Anyway, you will now have the ability to just use the swivel clip and pop it onto the MUWI. You will have here 2 holes, and on the other side, and now we have just attached the swivel clip. This is, I think it's pretty easy to attach and detach it, but I don't like the way you adjust the camera. So this 1/4 screw here is just poorly made. You have just this plastic here to screw it and unscrew it. I think there are way better solutions. For example, I'll show you a way better solution in my opinion. For example, and probably the best solution in my opinion is this one here from Aperture. So it's just like, it's doing nearly the same, but it's more rugged, it's metal, it's heavier, it's bigger, but if I could attach this onto here, that would be way cooler, because I have this big ass screw to mount it on my MUWI. But I will just stick to this swivel clip here. Anyway, so now we have the chance to mount something on, like, give me a second, maybe also to mount something on, like a DSLR action cam, or something like this GoPro here. I just have this in this cage, so I have the 1/4 screw down here, as you can see. So we were just able to pop this off, just to screw this on here. Perfect. Then I will need to, as you can see, it's pretty hard for me to make this into the right direction, but now we got it perfect. And it's even capable of handling my GH5 I'm shooting with right now. So I will also do in the complete review a video about how I detach my GH5 on it, and it's also capable of handling the weight. It's not tipping over or something like this, so I'm pretty excited that a freaking big camera like the GH5, okay, for a micro four thirds camera it's pretty big, but when you look into DSLR ratios like bigger Canon or Nikon cameras, it's probably not the biggest one, but if you're running like a Sony Alpha 7 or like a GH5, something like this, you have a pretty good time. For Canon and Nikon or just any other bigger camera, you just need to figure it out for yourself. But I have pretty good results just handling things like this. GoPro, any other camera, probably will use this with a point and shoot or with your smartphone or with the action cam, but when you want to have a better image quality, you will also just can go for your bigger DSLR. That's the way you can use the swivel clip. And I think that's it. One problem for me is this cable here. It's just pretty short, so I just try to use my GH5 with it, and the GH5 has the connection right on the right top of the case, and you will need to reach down with the cable down to the Flow X and micro USB connection right here, and the cable is too short, so I will just need I think 2 or 3 centimeters more. That would be pretty cool. So just keep in mind, if you're using a GH5, this cable could be a little problem. You probably need just a micro USB extension. It's not that tricky, but you will probably need this. And I will just turn it on at the end, show you that it's working. So a long press here, then it's connected also pretty simple to the remote control. You even, as you can see here with the blue indicator, have Bluetooth connection, so you just can use it via your smartphone with Bluetooth. But I couldn't find the app at the moment in the App Store because, yeah, I don't know, because it's funny. I'll show you. The GoPro just turned on because of the voice controls, but I don't think that I have said anything around just switching on and making a video, but I don't know. I will just turn this off. Okay, where was I? Yeah, you can just use it with the remote control, pretty easy and pretty basic, so you can just do things like, I'll show you here, switching to faster gear, and do something like this. Doesn't look any spectacular here, but it's working pretty fine. So this is just a way of working, as you can hear. It's producing some noise, and it's just way better in pushing the whole movie than in pulling the movie, because of the friction of the table. But you just need to find this out for yourself, and you just can even use Bluetooth connection with your smartphone. But at the moment the app is not available in the App Store, so not in the Apple App Store. I don't know if it's now in the Google App Store, but for me at the moment I can't use the complete functionalities of the app, which should be pretty awesome considering the first impressions on the website, but we'll find out together. I'll turn it on, and perfect. Things like this. Perfect. Yeah. This is just probably the simplest way to pause. This is probably the simplest and easiest way to get some shots done. I will just detach it, and before I come to an end, I promised you to show you also the, put it like this, to show you the Track S. So with the Track S, you have the chance to, that's also just a foam. In my opinion, the build quality on the Track S probably the best build quality of this whole product, because it's completely made out of metal, nothing in here anymore. And this is just the complete product. We have some plastic underneath, so you can attach it to your tripod if you want. I also got the version with the additional legs, so you just don't need the tripod connection. You also can use it as a standalone, but here are some marks on the aluminum, black aluminum. I don't know why, but it doesn't look that premium. So you just can pop. That's not good. I wanted to say pop this down, but I just cut myself on the aluminum. Ouch, this is not that good. So pop this down. I hope I will not cut myself again. So this could be pretty sharp, as you can see. I hope you can see some blood, but just open it like this. You can also pop this back up here, and also should have done this first, but I will do it now. Just to open the legs like this. When you just open the legs, you can unflip it. Yeah, I would just not try to bleed on the product, but let's see. I hope I don't get a strike from YouTube for bleeding. But I don't know. So now you have to do the complete movie like this, and put it on a flat surface, or just on not that flat surface. That's the complete idea. So if you're outside, and probably when you're shooting outside, you will not have the chance to get any flat surface, where this pretty fragile and small product have the chance to get the right grip and the right connection. So just put the stone here, adjust the tires and wheels, and now you can, as you can see, you just can move it manually here into the slider, the track S. You will also have the chance to get the track in the version middle and also large or extra large, I don't know. So you can just pop this in here like this, and that's probably the complete setup. So we're now here using the complete MUWI setup, like with the Flow X module, the swivel clip, the MUWI, and the track S. And now we just can put this here. I will just slow this down and the way back. And that's the complete idea. So if you're outside and using this, that's probably having a really good time. I think I said a lot of things about it. As you already mentioned, not everything is perfect on this product. I will try to make a complete review about it, if this is a worthy competitor to the Edelkrone Surface One or just the slider versions from Edelkrone. But at the moment, I think they're just some pretty cool ideas you can just do with it that you probably would not be capable of if you have not a MUWI or just an Edelkrone product. More in the review, I would say, like this. I will now get something to get my thumb fixed, but if you just okay, I screwed it up anyway. So I will now try to get my thumb ready to go, and if you dislike this video, you know what to do. But if you liked it, just hit like down there, get subscribed, and enable the notifications so you won't miss any future video of the idea of technology. And I just want to say thank you very much, have a great day, bye.